What's good, y'all? Flash Speaks back, man, for another video to clarify something real quick, man. All right, this is for all you Clarkies, right, who just don't understand my words. Like, y'all got a lot of wax in your ears, so you're not able to understand what's being said. You hear kind of what you want to hear. You're a little upset and disappointed at the Fever that they're winning right now. Because before, what you were saying was they couldn't beat any good teams without Caitlin Clark. Now they're beating the best teams that they've never beaten with Caitlin Clark. Never beat the Aces before. Now they beat them, so I know y'all really upset for real, for real. You'd rather they lose so that they can win with Clark. I get it. I understand y'all got all those issues. Okay. People like myself who just don't have those issues are going to tell the truth. And the truth is that they are playing better basketball right now. Now, I do realize a lot of y'all don't know what that means. You don't have a concept of how basketball is supposed to be played. All you know is what entertains you, what makes you say, oh my God, damn, that girl was bad. Right? That's all y'all kind of know about. So I do keep that in mind when I understand when I'm talking to y'all that y'all not, you know what I mean, too normal. You're not up on stuff like that. So, but there is a concept of like playing basketball the right way that Larry Brown used to always talk about, that Coach John Chaney, the great Coach John Chaney used to talk about, that guys like even Phil Jackson, and there is a concept of playing basketball the right way, and that is like sharing the ball. That's like executing, running plays in a way that gets players open. There's a concept of a good shot versus a bad shot. I know y'all don't really understand a lot of that because when y'all speak, y'all don't speak in those terms. Y'all just speak about, like, you know, I don't know, just wanting to see what we call CC ball, right? That's kind of like the extent of y'all, you know, understanding the basketball. So I do get it, and I do sympathize with y'all a little bit, okay? But the truth is, right, it's not as simple as, you know, they're a better team without Caitlin Clark. No, what I'm saying is they're playing better basketball without Caitlin Clark, that's for sure. Now, I still believe that the best case scenario and the highest ceiling for the Fever is a Caitlin Clark that comes back and buys into what is being preached and what is being played. A one that buys into it and learns all the different things she needs to learn in order to maximize not only her game, but what the team can actually accomplish. And that's a Caitlin Clark that can play on ball, off ball. A Caitlin Clark that's a willing defensive player, willing for 48 minutes. I'm not talking about, you know, get a little steal here and there, get a little block here and there. I'm talking about willing for 48 minutes to play some real defense, right? A Caitlin Clark that's concerned about her personal stats, and that includes the assist stats and stuff like that, but that is willing to share the assists and share the ball, right, with players. Not the one that has to dominate and take all and make all the plays, okay? I'm saying if that type of Caitlin Clark, which we have never seen, but I'm just saying a Caitlin Clark that buys in is the best case scenario for the team. That's what I'm saying. Versus what you call CC ball, right? Which is she dominates the ball and gets all the assists and sets up all the damn plays, makes all the plays and all of that. I know some of y'all think that's the best way, you know, because I just got to be frank with you. You don't know basketball if that is what you think, right? So for those of you who think that, y'all just going to have to be proven wrong. And, like, that's just what it is. We're going to disagree. We agree to disagree. You got a hard head. Hard head makes for a soft ass. And you're going to have to find out in the end that CC ball ain't it. And that the old-fashioned, traditional basketball way of sharing the ball, right, championship way of sharing the ball is it, okay? Especially when you have a team that is a roster with other all-stars, with other players that can get theirs, that don't need to be set up by one player all the time, that are not dependent on one player, even though y'all trying to spin this narrative as if they are, right? Aaliyah Balls is able to score 20 without CC. Freaking Kelsey Mitchell is able to score 35, 25, all these different points without CC. I know y'all hate it, but these are the facts, okay? So the best case scenario, because let's be for real, y'all never beat the Aces before with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has never beat the Aces. She's never done that, okay? Y'all weren't consistently beating teams like the Minnesota Lynx, and let's be for real, to beat the Lynx and the Aces on like consecutive times. Never done that. Let's just keep it a buck, okay? And for that reason, you're playing better right now. You just are. Like, besides like people like me who can just look and tell, okay? So, y'all can go around and keep saying, "Oh my God, why are you saying they're better without Caitlin Clark?" No, they're playing better basketball, okay? And this is better than a Caitlin Clark that doesn't buy in. This, which y'all playing right now, is better than CC ball. But a Caitlin Clark that buys in is potentially better than this. That's what I'm saying. And I hope y'all get that. Like, you probably don't. You know, and if you don't, oh well. This is the only explanation I'm going to give y'all. And that's it, man. Peace and skedaddles, people.